So yeah, it's the year of the rabbit. So I thought it'd be a great idea to talk about what it's like having house rabbits. So you'll see my family kind of behind me. And there's a lot to know about rabbits. So I'm going to focus on what you might need to know if you're considering having a rabbit of your own. So rabbits are the third most popular house pet, and unfortunately, it makes them the third most abandoned pet. And so in Ottawa, most of our rescues for rabbits are full, meaning a lot of our precious little bunnies are being euthanized. So any rescue will implore you to adopt and not shop from breeders or stores. Part of the reason they are abandoned is because they are much higher maintenance than people expect them to be, and vet care can be very expensive. So there's over 180 breeds of bunnies worldwide, and they vary in size. So my babes are about 2 pounds, but they get as big as 20 pounds for some breeds. And there's different types of fur textures and lengths, eye colors, and they may have the regular erect ears or locked ears, the ones that hang low. And rabbits are different from wild rabbits or hares. They're a different species, which means that they actually can't mate. So speaking of mating, they actually mate all year round. And their ability to do that, unlike other animals that get in heat and have a season, allows them to maintain their population. You'll hear me say a number of times, because they're prey animals, meaning everyone is out to kill them. And so this is their way of combating that. We separate rabbits at 8 weeks old to prevent any unwanted pregnancies. But even if you're a breeder, you would want to have them reach maturity at 6 months. They're pregnant, the does are pregnant for 28 to 31 days, and they can become pregnant right away afterwards. Not ideal, but they can. And there's about 1 to 12 kits per litter. And if any of those little kits are disabled, or mom doesn't feel like she can handle them all, she will eat them. So there's some rabbits who have been rescued who have like part of their ears chopped off and that sort of thing. Otherwise, they are herbivores. They do not eat meat. They are vegan. So they live about 5 to 15 years. So we tell people that they are a 10-year commitment. And owners have to be just so observant of their babies because as prey animals, they hide their pain and illness so they don't appear vulnerable. So to keep them healthy, just like humans, they need a proper diet, exercise, sleep, and stress reduction. So rabbits eat hay. Hay is 80 to 90% of their diet. They can eat certain vegetables, and they should get about the size of their head every day. They get a very small amount of pellets to boost their nutrition. And we usually make this into an interactive game. And they can have 1 to 2 treats a week, and it's about a teaspoon of fresh or dried fruit or biscuits that are mostly made of hay. They need about 2 to 4 hours of exercise a day. My space is pretty big, but even so, I still let them out for about 4 hours to like explore and be curious. And you want it to be during the times that they're most active. So they are crepuscular, meaning they're most active at dusk and dawn. So they mostly sleep during the day. My guys are about 11 to 4, and then they might have some naps overnight as well. And then finally, for stress reduction, they're actually very prone to depression. They're social animals, so they need to be ideally with either yourself, because you work from home and can spend that time with them, or with other rabbits. They can get along with cats and dogs, but you have to supervise because they usually have a prey drive. They're also really prone to anxiety because everything is out to kill them. So the environment has to be calm and quiet. And then finally, they can have behavioral issues. Like, look at this one. She's just jumping on everything. So we want to provide stimulation and entertainment for them. So this is my setup. I use dog X pens and crates. All their litter is there with their hay hanging above because they like to poop and eat at the same time. So you would need the hay, unlimited water. There's a few bowls around, the litter trays, because they're actually quite tidy. They like to be peeing in one, usually a corner. Soft flooring, because unlike cats and dogs, they don't have pads at the bottom of their feet. What a strange design, but they can become very sore. And there's lots of toys for them here, and as you can hear, things for them to chew on. And the reason for that is their teeth grow continuously, so they need to grind their teeth down. And so toys help with that. Finally, hygiene and upkeep of rabbits. So as clean as they are and as easy as they are to litter train, they still need our help. Rabbits are not only prey to other animals, but they can like really easily kill themselves. So one way is by when they're grooming themselves, they could develop fur balls, but unlike cats, they can't throw it up. So it has to pass through their digestion system, but a lot of times it gets obstructed. So we brush them about once a week, more so for longer haired breeds. And they get their hair and nails done every 6 weeks. And rabbits do not smell, their poop doesn't smell. However, if for some reason your rabbit is smelling, they do have scent glands that can be very easily cleaned out. So we do that every 6 weeks too. And then some rabbits who just cannot keep their teeth at a proper length will develop a lot of pain and issues. And so they might need to go for dental work to have their teeth cut with a laser. And yeah, that's rabbits. They're super cute and lovely. And they're also arseholes.